Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Chiefs going up against the Panthers. Now let's head down to Jim Nance and Phil Simms for today's matchup.
Panthers, Chiefs on EA Sports. We welcome you to Santa Clara, California for today's game. You've heard it so many times. You've just heard it all over again. It doesn't get any bigger than this. So if you're one of the players, how do you handle the bigness of a game like this?
Well, so many things right there in that question, Jim. One, the players, they're used to being on stage. They love the spotlight shined upon them. They've learned it from high school to college to now to the pros. But I'll say this about the Super Bowl. Here we are, Super Bowl 50. Look how far it's come since Super Bowl I. It's hard to believe it's that big. And for the players and coaches out there today, I'll just say this. I promise you, if it's the first time you've been in this game, it's going to live up to everything you ever dreamed about it being.
And let's check in the latest from the sidelines. Here's Danielle Bellini.
Thanks, guys. Super Bowl 50 is a very special milestone for the NFL. Super Bowl I was played back in 1967 at the LA Coliseum. As you recall, the Green Bay Packers beat the Kansas City Chiefs on that day. But I'm sure neither of those teams could have imagined the Super Bowl growing to be as big as it is today, guys. That being said, we've got two teams out here who desperately want to make history by winning the Super Bowl tonight to ensure they're the ones that are remembered and that everyone is talking about 50 years from now. Back to you guys.
Danielle, thank you very much. Now we'll go to the field. The Chiefs setting up here for the kickoff. This milestone event, Super Bowl 50, has officially commenced. And this is Ginn running it out. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. He was the first overall selection of the 2011 draft out of Auburn quarterback Cam Newton. First down at the 19. Jonathan Stewart with the football. Picks up about 5. This offensive lineup often will feature the tight end in a prominent role, and that means Greg Olsen.
Greg Olsen can really run at 6'6". When you can run like he can, you have a good pair of hands, you are going to be a favorite target of the quarterback.
Oh, it almost picked off that time. He is one of the best at plugging up the middle of the line. Keep an eye today on Dontari Poe.
No questions about this guy anymore. He got it done in 2014. He's a force. He can do anything you want on the defense. He can stop the run inside, chase you down on the outside, and most of all, he knows how to get to the quarterback.
Johnson's the one who brings him to the ground.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
First and 10. But the hit knocks the ball out.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
The Super Bowl, it's as big as it gets. And just the fan side of you, Phil, what sticks out in your memory bank?
Well, I think the game, one of my favorite games of all time, Jim, when you talk about the Super Bowls, the Steelers, the Dallas Cowboys, I loved them both. Roger Staubach, Terry Bradshaw, and I remember the Jackie Smith drop in the end zone. Just the emotion that came from him, from all the Cowboys and Roger Staubach. It was an exciting game to watch.
As his target, He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a 4th down.
Charles has got it now. That picks up 11. Here comes the quarterback by way of the University of Missouri, Chase Daniel. First down at the 47. They'll run it here. Charles is marked down at the 47.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Let's go. 2nd down and 4. Intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Panthers bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling-out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you've got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
The Chiefs with a nickel look here on defense. 2nd and 8. Almost intercepted that time.
That time, the man-to-man coverage won. The quarterback had to make a perfect throw. He didn't. Incomplete pass.
The Panthers have to get to the 49 for a first. 3rd down and 8. Finds his mark. Colbert tackled down.
The Panthers put themselves in a terrible situation. 3rd and long, but you know what? They got a lot of talent on the offensive side, and that was an awesome job of picking up that 1st down.
First down at the 37. He runs with it right up the gut. And that's Houston in on the stop.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
Coming to the line at the 34. The Chiefs defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Newton in shotgun formation. It's intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
Well, that short gain's going to come in handy for the offense. Even if they don't get a first down, those couple yards will make a punting situation a lot easier for them.
2nd and 6. Looking at every option. One player to watch today on the outside is Jeremy Maclin.
Well, Jeremy Maclin had so much success with the Philadelphia Eagles and a good route runner. Let's see if he can be as productive for this offense as he was with the Eagles.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Mike Williams with the catch. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Good job by the defense, staying in the right spots. They give up the short pass, they make the tackle, and now we have 4th down coming up.
Coverage team won't get a chance this time as it bounces into the end zone. The Panthers offense can reignite things now after last time moving the football only to throw a drive-ending interception.
And this is what this defense lives on. They thrive on it. They let you move the football a little bit, but they wait for that mistake. Is that mistake going to be an offensive penalty, a drop pass? That time it was an interception, so that's what this defense does, and they do it well.
The second quarter is underway with this snap. And Boykin can't hold on that time.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good. The football falls incomplete.
Failing to complete that one. So second down here. Cam Newton takes a look down from under center. Handoff to Jonathan Stewart. That's a gain of 6.
It's always good for the quarterback to really do a good job faking the pass right before the draw play. Get the defensive lineman up the field, get the linebackers dropping back for pass, and there's an open gap that the running back took advantage of.
The Panthers from the 37. Over to Greg Olsen with the reception. That's another reception. Give him 2.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
Stewart's handed the football. And he gains maybe 3.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
Second down and 8. Right back to him once more.
In a situation like this, 3rd and long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise and blitz.
The Chiefs lined up in the nickel. Cam Newton takes it from the shotgun.
Wants to go deep.
And intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Chiefs offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You put this back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest.
Second down with the defense ready to pounce. Second down and 6. Jamal Charles carries the football. The tackle's made and the first down is picked up.
When you're backed up, there's just so few plays that you feel comfortable running. That time, nice job by the play caller. Gave the offense a chance, and they picked up a big first down.
The Panthers come out in a dime package. 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Just couldn't hold on to it after the hit. Boy, that was some hit that time that knocked the ball out.
Yeah, it was a good hit, but listen, you can tell the receiver's expecting that big hit. I don't know why. You're going to get hit no matter what, so you might as well just go ahead and catch the football.
2nd and 10. Charles inside. That's a gain of 6.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Halftime, 2 minutes away. Glad to have you back as we come out of the 2-minute warning here in the first half. The Chiefs come to the line. The first down marker is at the 24. Takes it from the gun. Travis Kelce comes down with it.
Well, these tight ends in the NFL now, they make the catches down the field. They're fast. They can do it all. And everybody is looking for that all-in-one. A guy that can block at the line of scrimmage, who can catch the football well, and has the speed to make it happen once he catches it.
False start, offense.
First down at the 24. Got a flag. Jeremy Maclin makes the grab.
Holding, offense.
The defense will take the penalty. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. And the reception by Charles. Charles is brought down after picking up 14 on the play.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
Get ready.
The Chiefs take it from the 28. Scanning the field. Catches the ball on the sideline, but does not get both feet down. Before we go any further, they're going to take another look at the last play. There's no question he caught the ball, but there is a question whether or not he got both feet in bounds.
Well, first off, you want to make sure it's a clean catch on the sidelines. Does he have possession of the football? And then once you declare he has possession of the football, let's look down at both feet, see if they're in bounds, and don't forget, you must maintain possession of the football as you go to the ground.
Well, it was called one way on the field, but now inside of 2 minutes, it was a booth review, and the call is overturned.
I think if you left it up to the coaches, they'd like the booth to review them all, Jim, because put all the pressure on the officials in the NFL. That's what it's there for, to overturn bad calls on the field.
He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down. When we met with the offensive coordinator this week, Phil, I'm sure they had no idea that their game plan would be stymied like this late in the first half.
Oh, I'm sure of that. Jim, you know, listen, every time we meet with offensive coaches, they think they got the best game plan they've had all year long. Well, good game plans, they can't overcome the fact that the defenses are just more physical and faster than they are right now.
We're heading to the break with both defenses winning their side of the ball. We've got a tie game at the intermission, and Larry Ridley's coming up with the highlights. This second half is underway, and both of these teams know if they can execute their game plans, they put themselves in a great position to win this Super Bowl. The Chiefs come out onto the field, now looking to get something positive going here to take the lead in this game, Phil, as we start the second half.
Yeah, they would like to do that. Of course, you always want to take the lead, but when you get into the second half and you get on top, man, that starts to put the pressure on the other team. So that's their thinking. I think they will come out here and be very aggressive to start the second half.
The Chiefs come out in a bunch set.
Let's go.
The Chiefs will take the snap from the 25. It's complete to Jeremy Maclin. That is how you draw it up, isn't it, Phil?
Oh, man, a quarterback loves guys that can make catches like this, and they're just so strong. They know how to zero in. They never lose concentration, and you never see him drop a pass.
Jamal Charles. That's a tackle at the 48.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
2nd and 2. Right back to him. Charles, left side. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Charles is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
Let's go.
First down at the 46. Incomplete. The Panthers defense now is going to go nickel. 2nd down and 10. It'll give it to Jamal Charles. And he is brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, when it's third and long, I'll just say this. Be very careful on the offensive side.
Third and 10. Surveys. Makes the catch, but didn't get the feet down. Incomplete. Midway through the third, and the defense continues to set the stage in this game.
Yeah, a little surprised, aren't you? I think we came into this game today thinking both offenses would have good days and find ways to score. Well, that's not been the case. It's been excellent defense up to this point.
This punt will not be returned. It will never see the field of play as it sails out of bounds. The Panthers offense comes onto the field after a tie ball game through 2 quarters, Phil.
Usually in the second half, offenses kind of get the advantage. Why? Because the defense starts to tire out a little, and you can spring different plays on them because you've learned what they like to do. Can they come out here and take advantage of this defense? I think they're going to have a good drive right here.
Defense has ruled today's game, Phil.
Yeah, the defense is dominating, and I'm going to be honest, it's fun to watch. Every once in a while, I like to see the offense take a beating. To the NFL, it's all about the offense. It's nice to see the defense dominate.
And it's batted down. The Panthers are just trying to claw their way to victory. Newton's numbers are abysmal, but still they have a great shot at victory, Phil.
When your quarterback's struggling like this, I say it many times, I'll say it again. Coach is giving some easy throws. Get his confidence going, and if you get him confident enough, he'll make that one throw that can win the game.
The Panthers snap it at the 26. The Panthers from the 37. Here's the quick toss. Stewart's tackled down at the 38.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stop him for a short gain.
Second and 9. Derek Johnson rushing in and takes him down.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
Gets it out for the completion. Got a big lane. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Good job by the defense. They're well taught, well schooled by the defensive coordinator. They know in situations like this, if it's thrown short of the first down marker, they're good. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have 4th down.
The Panthers have it at the 44. Toss to the outside. The Panthers turn the ball over on downs. The Chiefs didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic, wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but man, that was pretty easy.
The 4th quarter is about to get underway, and we got a tie game. This one's been fun to call, partner.
Yeah, it sure has. It has been fun, Jim. I love low-scoring games where there's a lot of pressure on the calls, pressure on the players. We've seen that, and it's going to be a fun finish.
He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
Charles is a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
And they'll run the football with Charles. Gains 11. He's now got 70-plus yards on the ground.
Charles is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
Jamal Charles is in the backfield. Charles takes the hit and is brought down. After the play, went for 5.
When you have defensive ends that like to go up the field and they think they're going to get to the quarterback, you know what you do to those kind of defensive ends? You run draw plays and screens underneath them. Take advantage of the fact that they're not reading their keys.
He'll get it again. Coleman's there to make the tackle. The Chiefs have stayed with the run game today, and it's been a big part of their game plan. Charles has been a consistent force on the ground.
Yeah, he's just a running back who never gives up. And when he runs, it's arms, elbows, everything is moving, and he is one tough running back to tackle.
Takes it again.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Quarters formation here for the defense. 2nd and 11. Makes the catch. Touchdown, number 1 at the Super Bowl. And how clutch was that score right there, partner, when they absolutely had to have it to get the touchdown.
Clutched by the offense. Now let's see if the defense can deal with the pressure. Can they go out there and answer the bell and finish this game off? We'll find out.
The Panthers are prepared to return the kickoff. This is Ginn running it out. And he's across the 10, and that's about it. He's tackled at the 15-yard line. The Panthers back out there on offense. Their last drive, they had 4th down on their own side of midfield. They decided to go for it. Instead of punting the football away, we both were wondering why.
Oh, man, some people just never learn. They keep going for it on 4th down and in their own territory, and it always backfires. And what do you expect? Well, I know what you can expect, another loss. You just got to be smart with your decision-making when you're managing a football game.
Time in this one's running out, and the defense knows it needs another stop. He reaches out and makes the man in for the touchdown. That touchdown ties this game as we move into crunch time. Partner, who knows what these final moments have in store for us?
Yeah, we don't know, Jim, but I know this. Keep the pressure on. The defensive coordinators, his team takes the field, go out there, do something they haven't seen before, put the pressure on the opponent's offense, and see if they can handle that. I don't think they can.
The Chiefs are anxious to return the kickoff. Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. The Chiefs have not been productive at all offensively, but you can say that on both sides today here, Phil.
Yeah, you can. It's all about the defense, and I think the crowd's kind of liking it. They like the fact when you talk about defensive struggles where the defenses are dominating against the other team's offense, it's fun to watch because we see it so infrequently in the NFL. Well, we don't see this too often. This is a speed back, but a good job that time just running right through the tackle and breaking it.
2 minutes to go in the second half. Welcome back. Coming out of the 2-minute warning here in the final quarter. The Chiefs come to the line with a bunch set out of the gun. No one was open.
Got to give the secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
The Chiefs take it from the 28. Kelsey's got the catch and the first. No time to huddle right now. They go right to the hurry-up.
Well, in this hurry-up offense, such a big part of the NFL. So many close games. You better be good in the hurry-up offense.
Both secondaries have really stepped up today, Phil.
Yeah, they have. It's so hard to be a defensive back in the NFL to cover some of the fastest runners in the world to do that. And also we know they can't touch them either. so they're having an outstanding day.
2nd and 8. Jamal Charles carries the football. The ball is fumbled. A recovery by the defense. It's late, and this offense knows that if they can put a drive together, they can likely win the game. Will they capitalize off the fumble recovery?
What a great situation for the offense. You hear it all the time. Hey, I just want a chance to win the game with the football in my hands. Well, they got it right here. Let's see if they can do it.
He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
Nothing like a running back who fights for every extra yard. When you get that extra yard or two, what it does, it just creates better situations for your offense.
Stewart lined up in the backfield. Jonathan Stewart with the football. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up. The Chiefs' defense will stop the clock here with under 2 to go as they want to preserve the clock. The Chiefs with a nickel look here on defense. First down at the 33. Parker's there to take him down. The Chiefs in a tie game will call a timeout. They clearly want the ball back with a chance to do something. Line of scrimmage, the 27. The Panthers break huddle and show a jumbo look. Got hit on release.
There are a lot of ways to attack cover, too. You could go deep down the middle where neither the safeties are, or if a linebacker covers somebody deep down the middle, then throw it short underneath the defense.
3rd down. Dixon's a tight end, but now shifted into the backfield. Toss play here to Tolbert. Gains 18. The Chiefs will, of course, call the timeout now to stop the clock. First down here after the run.
Now the offense is down here in the red zone or the green zone if you like to think of money, and it's a tie game. A lot of things you could do. They love to throw it in the end zone, but maybe they'll cross them up with a run. We'll find out. What a job by the defense down on the goal line. They were playing run all the way. It was a run. They got the penetration, and they tackled the runner for a loss.
2nd and goal from the 10. Stewart's brought down after picking up 6 on this play. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with a pass, and if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Tosses the football. What an effort and a touchdown. They have the late lead with the touchdown on the ground.
You've got to be alert for everything on the defensive side. They were not ready for the run that time, and the run gets a touchdown. Nice job by the offense.
So with the kickoff coming up after the late lead change, both sides know there's little time left, and every snap will be crucial. Gray's got a chance for a return. The Chiefs offense still has a chance here, Phil. Late in the game, can they make something happen?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see, Jim. I think let's look at it from the defensive side. Know the situation. If they get the ball, they catch a pass, make sure you come up and make the tackle. Don't let them catch and run and get a big play against you.
The Chiefs with probably their final chance coming up. The Chiefs have it at the 29. Stands in the pocket. And it's going to fall incomplete for the first time ever. The Carolina Panthers have won the Super Bowl. The Lombardi Trophy is heading to Charlotte, North Carolina. Phil, you're one of the few people on the planet who knows what it feels like right now to win the Super Bowl.
I can't describe that feeling. All I can tell you is that it is awesome, so enjoy the moment.
Brotherhood will never be stronger than this moment. All the dreams coming out of youth. The emotion of it all, it's almost overwhelming. To realize a dream from the playgrounds, through all the practices, to one day have your hands on the Lombardi Trophy. And now that moment is realized. For the rest of your life,